Hello and welcome, my Aries friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading for the full cold moon for my Aries friends. Well, this full moon is called the full cold moon. It's also called the moon of the longest night because we're slowly creeping up to that winter equinox when we do have the longest night. So this is the full moon that's usually around that celebration. Today what we're going to look at is what the full moon is going to bring you and what healing we can start to indulge yourself with. The two decks I'm using for this reading, I'm going to be using the Tarot de Nuit and then also the Angel Healing Oracle. Like always, there are links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you're able to go out and get them for yourselves. Alright, my Aries friends, let's start off. See what the cards have to say today. What card symbolizes the cold full moon for my Aries friends? Okay, got a couple jumpers here. I love it when I ask for one or two and I get it 3, 4. No, we got 3. Alright, so the first card, the Two of Pentacles. Twos are about that duality and choice. Pentacles, that growth and abundance. The Two of Pentacles is the quintessential balancing card. That balancing act is going to be very important during the full moon. Not only during the full moon, we can actually just say in life in general, but the full moon gives you a little bit extra help with that balancing and especially that feeling of being balanced. The Empress, the third card in the Major Arcana. We're starting to see a bit of a theme here, that growth and that abundance. The Empress can also be connected into that fertility and creativity. And the last card that jumped out, the Two of Wands. We're back to the two, that duality. This is more about a choice rather than the balancing act. But when you look at these 3 cards together, you're really looking at some support in not only that creative aspect, but that nurturing and kind of healing sense. The Two of Wands is connected to your solar plexus chakra. That's all about that inner fire, that passion. The Empress is about the fertility. So when we start to really connect into those inner flames and that passion piece, we're really going to start to see ourselves getting balanced a bit more. This is really imperative, this balancing and inner flame, because as the nights get longer, we as a human species start to really be impacted by the limited amount of light. We need to connect into other sources to generate that inner warmth, but also really connecting in so we're not going to be impacted by seasonal affective disorder, which is a disorder that really impacts many of us. So we're able to use those passions and choices and raise our vibration, connecting in to that very fertile and abundant Empress. The Empress is flanked by two twos. And in angel messages, when you're looking at that double 2, it's telling you to listen to your intuition. Keep that faith. Keep going. You need to use your senses to really connect in. And that connection in will not only help ground and balance you, but help those inner fires flame. So overall, my Aries friends, the full moon is offering you quite the step up with the healing here. Let's look at what's going to challenge my Aries friends over the full cold moon. It's the Eight of Swords. 8s are about movement and manifestation. The Sword's about that truth and knowledge. The catch with the Eight of Swords is that as those situations and events have unfolded, we've attached emotion to that cold, hard steel. That emotion has bound us up, has really brought us into a space that we don't feel like we can function. What's really going to impact this balancing and healing is going to be those past feelings and experiences and how they have really kind of kept you down. Those past experiences have really kind of bogged you down. They've slowed progression. The important piece that we're going to be looking at is trying to overcome those feelings that have kind of bound us up, wound us up so tight that we can't move, but also that we can't see straight. The original card had a woman surrounded by 8 swords with her eyes and third eye covered with a blindfold, and then she's wound up with chains. And that's really kind of that feeling that's going to be coming up during the full moon. You're going to be kind of revisiting those old wounds. They're going to come up. It's going to be part of that healing and balancing act to overcome those. Let's look at how we can support the healing rather than those emotions. And in some ways, this healing is going to help with the 8 of Swords, kind of alleviate some of it, because we're going to be able to fire from a sense of strength and determination rather than that fear piece. That raising the vibration is going to be very important. We had a jumper, and that's the Knight of Swords. Knights are all about that adolescent, no fear, determined, courageous energy. And we're really going to need to tap into that because some of these feelings are very raw. They will stop and impact the fertility and abundant energy that the Empress has. The Knight, he's of Swords. He uses truth and knowledge on his side. He doesn't use emotion. He uses knowledge. He shouts from his head rather than his heart. The 8 of Swords, like I said before, we've attached as emotional beings, emotion, rightfully so, we should, to events and situations. The Knight can help give us the energy and courage to take these feelings kind of head on and start to release them a bit more. Doesn't mean we have to forgive and forget. It means that we can release that anger, the pain, and the hurt so that those people and situations no longer have control over us. And I think that's really what the full moon wants to ask of us, Aries, is to overcome some of these past hurts and pains so that we can really connect into that abundance and creativity aspect. Let's look at the outcome. What is the outcome of the full moon for my Aries friends? And that's the Knight of Wands. We have that same courageous energy, but now in the wand, that fire center, very much connected into the 2 of Wands. We still have that solar plexus fire that's going to really help ignite us and help push those creative and passionate endeavors forward. We're not going to be bogged down by all these emotions. We're going to be able to really connect into that solar plexus, connect into that courage and determination that your solar plexus and Knight offer you, so you can really get going on things. Literally get on your horse and get yourself going. Oh, I should say we've got flanking Knights here. Knights are the 12th card in the Minor Arcana. When you're looking at the angel messages for double 12s or multiple 12s, you're looking at a time of spiritual growth and awakening. You have your ability to manifest your dreams. You start working from your head and that solar plexus rather than the heart center, you're going to find that you really make some movement. You're able to release some past pains and also start to do some internal shifting. It's going to be able to cause some balancing and some positive healing. All right, let's look at the guidance. What guidance can we offer my Aries friends for the full moon? What a fantastic card. The Magician. The Magician is the first card in the major arcana. It speaks about all your gifts and abilities. All those pieces that you have that make you you. Those talents that you have, that you revert to when you're stressed out and you want to make things happen. Those abilities and talents connected in with those everyday aspects of life, using what's at hand to make magic happen in your life. That's what the Magician's talking about. Using your skills and abilities, you're going to be able to overcome and release those sorrows. Not only that, when you start to draw down that universal energy to help ignite you and give you that extra oomph, you're going to find that you're going to unlock even more abilities. We carry abilities from past lives. We chose them when we were reincarnated. Those past abilities, there's still some hidden within you. We haven't tapped into everything that we can do. Tapping into the Magician's energy of ultimate power and the ability to connect in, you'll be able to find out a little bit more about yourself and those skills and abilities that are just waiting to be opened up and awakened. Let's look at the supports. What supports can we offer my Aries friends for the cold full moon? The Angel de la Nuit, the Angel of the Night. This is a deck-specific card. It's a beautiful card. And that card talks about transitioning from the darkness to the light. This card really connects into the Magician's message of hidden talents and abilities that are just waiting to be tapped into. Using our strengths to help us and guide us out of these kind of darker, sadder, lower energy vibrations. Embracing those positive light aspects of ourselves to raise our vibration, bringing us from darkness to light, will really help transmute these lower vibrational energies. Full moon really offers you a lot of ability to start to work on some of this past baggage that is holding you back, Aries. So let's look at the healing aspect. The full moon offers us a lot of possibilities when it comes to healing. And we really need to tap into that healing to help not only move us forward, but to raise our vibration so that we are able to manifest what it is we want in our lives. So we've had a couple jumpers. The first card, focus. Keeping your eye on the prize, my Aries friends. It's going to be very important that we focus in not only on the Magician's energy, but on the abilities and traits that we have. That balancing aspect is going to be key to help keep us from falling into those sorrows and those hurts and woes. Freedom. It's going to be amazing how much of a difference this shift will make for you. When we start to really focus in on that light and bring ourselves into that higher vibration, it literally feels like taking off a big sack off our back. That weight we're holding on our shoulders, when we can start to really acknowledge that situations and events have happened. However, it is time to take back that power from those people or situations so that it's not on the forefront of your mind, you're releasing it. You're saying that I have learned my lesson. I understand what this is all about. It's not about forgiving those individuals. There's people and events that have happened that are unforgivable. But it's not okay to keep holding on to it and harboring it so that we don't grow and transform as well. They'll really kind of root us in where we're at, and that stagnation kind of really starts to feel icky after a while. Friendship. What a beautiful card. It's going to be amazing at how much of a connection that release will allow you. As we start to connect into the Magician and into our abilities, and we start to really look at all our fabulous talents and those pieces that make you you, you're really going to start to connect into that person, that living your authentic self, so that you can really basically stand up with your head held high, love who you are, and really connect deeper into who it is that you are, making a best friend out of yourself, out of that higher vibrational self. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it fun and helpful, and that you were able to gain some direction into what the full moon is going to offer you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never really know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. If you've seen some of my past videos, you know I like to be very creative with my tarot, and I create spreads, and I don't bring out videos on the same day. So keeping subscribed helps you keep in touch on what I'm doing next. I really hate for you to miss anything, because there's a lot more to come. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below to that, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aries friends.